Hello, hello. Welcome along to the opening round of Season 5 of GT3. We need to run a competition for how many times I say GT5, because I just keep saying it over and over. I could get away with it when it was the 4th season. So I've just completed my outlap, so I might start focusing a little bit now to try and get my first decent lap in.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
The leader has just done a 146.77.
So in practice,
The leader has just done a 146.02.
down to 45s. I think pole might be a 44. If I can get a 46, I've done really well.
New fastest lap for Harris, 145.62. The leader's just done a 145.52.
And a 45.5 already. This feels okay so far. I was going to set the world on fire.
Sector 2 is 0.7.
Well, that's actually slower than his best qualifying lap today.
Maury thinks everything I've done since this practice session and quality started has been slower. That was slow.
Okay, Stevie, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Car lost all momentum then. Got away with that, I was close. Nearly went off track. Oh dear.
24.
So 47.6 is a bit slow, but it's 24th, 25th place now. Hanging on there, I didn't think that was going to get round, but that was 3/4 of a second faster. Okay, that's all gone. Only got enough fuel for this lap and back to the pits. Is it slower? That's no good.
Fastest lap for Blomqvist, 144.70.
It's tier 7, Tom.
Sector 2 is 1.6.
Unfortunately, he's not as fast as his best intermediate.
It's 8 tiers this season. I've crawled my way out of the bottom tier. Crawled my way onto the bottom of qualifying, it seems.
B28.
So that was slower. Let's go. A huge number of cars coming. So hope I get out in time.
Straight off on the green light. He's got a lot of work to do to gain back that lost time.
Blue flag.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
That's the blues. He'll have to pull over now.
Clear left.
Getting very busy out on tracks, hard to find space. I've been pushed out of P30, so I nearly need to pull my finger out. I know I can do a short 47 or a 46, and that's what I need to do.
Yellow flag.
It's only an hour-long race tonight, so it's going to be difficult if I come back from a long way down. Not impossible. I was 9th in free practice for quite a while, which is encouraging.
B30.
Seeing lots of 46s. I've got to get into the 46s, I think. So Ragnarsson's pretty quick.
Something's happened. The yellow flags are out.
Ragnarsson had a miss that then, he had a slide.
Car left. Clear left.
I think ironically it's saved me time.
Okay,
Forced
Stevie,
me to take
5
the
minutes
corner
to go,
quite
5
well.
minutes left.
Thanks Ragnarsson. Sure it wasn't what he intended. It's not going great, it's going to feel the car sliding a lot.
Sector 2 is 1.5.
Compared with his previous times, I can see that he's actually slower there.
Nope, slower lap. Not good enough.
Losing time in sector 3.
Stop being big-headed, Tom. Tier 4. Tom O'Connell was, of course, very quick in the GT4s, so probably deserves to be in Tier 4.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Let's hope his ears don't pop being that high up.
Sector 1 is 0.9.
Well,
Quite poor.
that's actually slower than his best qualifying lap
I don't think
today.
this is going to happen tonight. It's a tactical attack from the back of the pack. It's over.
The blue flag is being waved.
Slid off. So won't be able to get out again. There's over 2 minutes left. I can get out again. Let's go.
New fastest lap for Harris. 144.
Harris.
52. Watch your mirrors. There's a car approaching.
That's a blue flag.
Clear left. Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
Okay, it's a bit tight. It's possible. Could be alright. It's a bit close. Oh, this is great. I'm absolutely plumb last. One minute to go.
Yellow flag.
Be careful. Yellow flag in sector 3.
So this is it for me. Last chance saloon.
That's last. Checkered flags out, B31.
8-1 drifts up. Great. It's quite wide there.
Something's happened. The yellow flags are out.
Not looking good so far.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
That's the end of the session, B31.
Wow, I'm a long way off. I'm like half a second. Plus. Dear, oh dear. So even though I was going to improve, it's going to be a marginal amount. So that's a bit of a worry. So Colin McCarthy, who won season 4 in tier 7, is in 3rd place. Nins. Oh, that's not very reassuring. A completely black screen. Oh, it's crashed. Excellent. Excellent. Brilliant. Game's crashed. It's not going to affect me much. That means I'm last, folks. I'm going to blame it on the game crash for being last. Sabotage. This will take a couple of minutes or so. Yeah, I don't know what they've done to live chat in YouTube, but it's not working. Maybe it was fate then I qualified last. Oh, come on. Is that on? Connect. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. So Nins kept telling me done no practice, is in 23rd. I can't see the times now, unfortunately, so let's hope that they're available at some point. I'll do a race setup. Let's roll with it. And let's hope we don't have another crash. And let's hope. What does that mean, function 0? I've never seen that before. Track's in good nick, 23 degrees, sunshine all the way. Setup's loaded, and looks like I'm a bit off the pace. So it could be a difficult season based on that. Wilson did well in 13th. Also in Tier 7 last season. Don't know anybody forward of Wilson apart from McCarthy. And nobody behind McCarthy apart from Nins and Duque. Duque. I think he said he introduced himself. He let me get it wrong all that time. I believe it's Duque. I don't know. 1 minute 20 seconds. Slip of water. Hope I like the very bombastic intro, by the way. Some very loud music. So this race is only an hour long. Usual drill. Rolling start for the first lap, and then it's formation lap, and then rolling start, and then a mandatory pit stop halfway through the race. Well, sorry, a mandatory pit stop any time you want. Best time is usually halfway through the race, but we'll see. There's somebody behind me. How come there's somebody behind me? I don't know how that's happened. Puro Trippiana. It's Eduardo, I think. He's just joined Eduardo, I think. He's just joined GT4. Pitted one of the Alpines, I think. Poor Eduardo. Who's he done to upset like that in a previous life?
Stay single file.
Okay, so I think there's going to be a difficult evening based on quali. Didn't feel too comfortable practicing at Barcelona. But I was a hell of, as usual, I was faster offline. I did do a 46 time. But I don't know what it is with me in online qualifying. Maybe I'll try a different approach next time and just put 20 litres in or something and just keep doing laps. Maybe that's a better way rather than pushing for a super hot lap, which I'm not entirely sure I'm good at.
Low tire pressure. Stay clear of the curves.
So Barcelona's, as you can see, is a very long run to the first corner. So everybody's going very quick by the time they reach the first corner. It can be a little bit chaotic. But I'd be expecting maybe a bit more from Tier 6. It's not Tier 7 from last season, where, you know, with the greatest respect in the world, there's a lot of new people to league racing, and it's possible they've come from random online racing where T1 is just a free-for-all and it's usually chaotic. But I found myself in a little bit of practice I had just before this, with 108 litres on board to start the race. The car is really heavy and stopping distances are greatly increased, so I found catching myself out a few times going into the corners. Could just see Nins off in the distance. He's gone for a bright yellow McLaren. The decision to switch was very last minute on Sunday, so I've not had a chance to prepare a custom skin properly. I'm actually riding in the custom skin now, but only on my local machine. And to be honest, it's only half finished. I did it thinking that if I actually finished the skin off...
temp is 24 Celsius.
Line on the
Okay,
left already.
Just waiting for the lights now. The tension is up.
If I finish the skin for the replay, I wonder if it'll... Oh, it's maybe Sogel in front. Oh, no, maybe it was in this here. Missed that completely. I've been looked at to drive through, but he needs to pick the pace up. Starting to see the edge of me spot. Maybe he's put himself out of place and he's not realised it.
Go, go, go. Car right. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
A little slow start from Lord Nen there. Whoa.
Car left. Clear left. On your left. Clear left. Car left. He's still there. Still there.
What I want to do is avoid a Mugello at the weekend for the start.
Left
Looks like we
side.
have.
He's still there. Still there.
Clear on the left.
Still there. Hold your line.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Clear left. White flag 9, B28.
Car on the left.
Left side.
Clear on the left.
Clear left. Car left. There's an incident in turn 5. Clear left.
Big crash there, some big hits then, I think.
I think there's some kind of incident. I can see yellow flags.
Looks like P6 has gone off in turn 8. Car right. There's a white flag. Right side's clear.
Like Ninza's had a bump already, and a bit
Right
leery there.
side. Clear right.
Well, we're still in contact for the moment.
P20.
Bit of a gap behind us, I think, hopefully. Bit of safety into T1.
Car right. Right side's clear.
Car on the right.
Car right.
Clear on the right.
Still there. Clear right.
I think Hagner's very fast and he's out of position. Might be a good one to follow. Lock-in seems very nervous on the braking at the moment. I'm not surprised given what's going on.
White flag.
Car ahead. We've got light damage at the rear.
Everybody suddenly came to sudden halt there in the corner.
The leader has just done a 145.75.
There's Triviana in front of us, he's doing well.
Your lap time was 152.94.
So he spun
There must be an accident. The yellow flags
for
are out.
Duques.
Incident in turn 1. We think it might be Wilson. There's an incident in turn 2.
Suddenly feeling rather lonely. Nobody close around me.
The car
Diana's
behind is reeling you in. The gap is now 0.8.
ooh,
Car on the
Left side,
great. He's
clear
only,
left.
I don't know Trappiano very well. He's only done, I think, one GT4 race. Clearly, he did a good time in the
That's the new
hot
fastest lap
stints.
for Harris, 145.67.
Aris, I think, qualified on pole and is driving away from the rest of the pack from the sounds of things from crew chief.
P16.
Oh, I don't know what happened behind me. Well, it's Trappiano behind me and now it's Nem.
The gap in front is now 2.3.
Need to stop being nervous on that corner. I keep touching the brakes. You get away with not doing that, but easy said than done, I think.
That's a new fastest lap for Harris, 145.63.
It's a fast lap with race fuel on.
falling behind to the car in front in sector 3. The car is exiting the pits, watch out.
So I know Iger's pretty fast. He's 4 seconds away up the road now. If I really want to be contending in this tier, I need to really try and keep up with him. Not sure what's going to happen straight away. A lot of mixed weather in this tier and this season as well for everybody. I think they've took the feedback about people being a little bit unsettled by random weather, because it makes it difficult. We don't have all the time in the world, a lot of us. So if it's random weather, you don't really have time to prepare for everything. That takes me a lot of time. So instead this season they've taken the approach of giving us more defined weather reports about what we're going to encounter.
Fastest lap for Harris, 145.62.
Mistake allowed Nem to close up a little bit. Ooh, that's another mistake. So I think there's one race with 100% guarantee of rain. It's going to rain all race. And there's one where they've decided to throw in the thunderstorms. There's lots of complaints about the thunderstorms. Because it's very difficult in the thunderstorms. I think they're fun. Not being able to see anything. But I think that'll be something to look forward to. I don't know what good viewing it'll make on YouTube. Not being able to see past my own bonnet.
Stevie, don't let this guy distract you. They're quicker than us entering turn 10.
Well, that'll be one to look forward to. I think it'll be a hoot. It might well mix the championship a little bit as well. Don't really want to see somebody just doing a Lewis Hamilton and storming away by miles. So if the results get mixed up a little bit by the weather, it'll keep it more interesting for the rest of us. I think my initial impressions based on pace is myself and Lord Nem seem quite closely matched. So maybe my season 7 is going to be mainly which one out of myself and Lord Nem. Comes out on top, and at the moment I can't afford another mistake. As he's right on me. 0.7 of a second. It's a good job we don't have DRS.
That lap time was 147.89.
PB for the race. 2 seconds. Well, just over 2 seconds slower than Harris.
The gap in front has increased to 8.2 seconds.
8 seconds. Said he was out of position. When I do my highlights video, I do a lovely top 10. It's going to show now whether or not it's mainly about me if I stick to a top 10.
Increased to 1.3 seconds.
Pulled away from Nem a little. Oh, that was bad. Lost too much speed then. Looks like Nem's had a bad lap or something. I've not had a great lap, but he's dropped behind. Might be replaced by a different threat. Nem might be getting a bit defensive to Coutillard, who's right behind him. Yeah, I did have
16th place.
some bad run there through sector 3. Could you imagine if I'd have qualified in 5th or something and the game had crashed? I'd have had to take the live broadcast off YouTube because of a language. Because when the game crashes and you reconnect, you're at the back. Very unusual as well, a game crash for this. Not something I encounter very often. This is a nice clean lap so far. Famous last words.
Turn 10. White flag, mate.
Merchant's had a spin. He's suddenly the driver in front of me. It's not much of a spin. He's took off.
There's an incident in turn 16. Looks like it's Harris.
Oh, it's the leader. Maybe he's just put a tyre off the track. Sometimes crew chief gets excited. There's a bunch there I could try and catch. Which 8 seconds, that's a long way. I think something's happened though. This is it. I think it was Agner.
Sector 1 is 0.7.
Unfortunately,
He came
it's
through.
not as fast as his best.
Now it's Hume
Sector
and
2
Merchant
is
in front of me.
0.28.
Well, that's actually slower than his best qualifying lap today.
You're a second down in Sector 3.
Thanks for that. Oh, 15 minutes in. Nem's 5 seconds back now, which he can close up quite quickly if I make a few cock-ups, but it's a buffer. And it's 7 seconds up to Hume. I'm sure it was 6. So they're starting to pull away a little bit. Being quite cautious really. Don't want to make a mistake. Lose at least this position. As usual, I've sidestepped all the trouble at the start of the race. The only thing we had was a little tap from the front and back when we got into a concertina on the corner. I did a 47.0 Hume. I'm looking at a 48, so I lost a second there. Yeah, 1.6 seconds. Fuel load still at 76 litres, which is a bit heavy.
The gap behind is now 5.9 seconds.
Eight seconds now up front. Gonna go quicker. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. Oh, a little bit off track.
Warning for exceeding track limits.
A warning. 3 more and I've got to drive through. You get 3 warnings and then the final one is a penalty. Oh really, I've only got 2 more warnings I can take. Bad lap as well in the end. Get a drive through, I'm dropping right down the field, so I really want to avoid that. Well, Coutillard's got through on them. So if Coutillard's got pace, he could close up. Looked like Nem was pegged, if you like, time-wise, but that might have been because he was fighting Coutillard instead of being able to focus on catching me. Coutillard's through and able to move away from them.
The gap ahead is now 10 seconds.
To watch my pace, because we're only 20 minutes in. 1/3 of a distance done. That's very poorly done.
In accident in turn 10. It looks like Harris.
Again, that might have just been a tyre off the track for all we know. Well, Harris is
Blomqvist
clearly
now in the
pushing.
lead.
Oh, there's a change of leader. Oh, poor lap again. Very slow. Come on, pick the speed up. Cutier's 4.8 seconds. He has immediately pulled away from them.
P15.
So slow laps like that is net. Cutier's going to really catch me quickly. Somehow Matt's P15. I was in 16th. More minutes to the pit stop. I think these tyres are getting tired already.
The gap behind is now 4.4.
To stop. Now it's that easy to defend in Spain on this track. So Cutier catches in it. There's plenty of chances, I think, for him to make a. Oh, he will catch me with that. I nearly spun. Yeah, lost a good 2 seconds then. Just caught it before it went right round.
Robinson is pitting from P23. We think he'll come out a little way behind you.
It's an unusual warning.
The gap in front is now 14 seconds.
I've fallen back steadily from those in front. It's still Hume in front. Had that spin and all of a sudden I'm going a lot quicker. Bizarre. So we're going to do, we're going to tickle up the rear tyre pressures a little bit on the pit stop, because I wonder if that's near spin, put a bit of heat in the tyres, put the pressure up, helps a little. So hard to make that corner, really difficult corner. Trying to think about the fact that Coulthard is now just a second away.
You've just done a 148.32.
5 minutes to the pit stop. If I can hold Coulthard off for 5 minutes, then I'll consider that a success. I think he'll go past us and do an undercut or an overcut on the pits, based on the speed at which he's closed up on me. But it will help if I can keep him behind me. Again, 2 warnings now for that. Only 1 to go. Now Coulthard has 0.7. I don't think this, unless I pit now.
The car in front is pitting.
I don't think this plan of keeping him behind me is going to work. I lost the car again, but these tyres are really short. So we got drivers around us starting to pit. P14, oh well, P14 when I went past him was in the pits, but somebody who was ahead was pitting.
The gap behind is now 0.8. Slow in, fast out. Keep the inside line covered. Car left. Clear left.
I didn't close the door on him, so he thought better of it, I think. Left space on the inside. It's a bit dubious. I was a bit worried he might just slide into me. I mean, if I was Coulthard, I'd be thinking, just pit. Yeah, good plan. I'm going to be difficult to get past, then just pit. He'll probably undercut me now. I've got to do a blinding lap.
14th.
But I might do 2 more laps before I pit.
The gap in front is now 18 seconds.
So with the actual set weather for this season, I think this is the nicest weather we're going to get. I'm not sure if it's another 100% dry race in the sun. They can't win though. For all the people that complained that they didn't like the variable weather, were those of us that said it was really good, not knowing what was going to happen. So we just started one race in the GT4. And it started off in drizzle and went to medium rain. And we were all over the place, not knowing what to do. Absolute guesswork on the tyres and the pressures. But it was good fun. Mercedes have stayed out behind us of IO. Nem's a couple of places back now, 10 seconds nearly. Must have had a bit of a miss that. See, my first season coming here, I didn't even know you could take that first corner like that at Catalunya. So I was staying on the track, and everybody else was going wide there, and I was losing tons of time. Well, I'm not exactly setting the world on fire at the moment, but I'm not losing as much as I was last season. The first, I think it was a test race.
We are at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
Okay, Stevie, we're halfway home.
I remember doing a race here. I think it was the start of season 3.
Defend your position, don't let him through.
He's going to have a go, I think. Maybe be cautious. No, he's far better of it. We're doing pretty poor lap time, so it's time to
The
box.
car ahead's pitting now. Car left, clear left. You've used half your fuel. Heads up, there's a car rejoining.
He'll be very aware that races can be won or lost in the pit lane.
We don't need any
He's coming in
fixes.
for fuel and a fresh set of tyres.
Oh, we didn't speed
Okay,
then.
Stevie,
Just right in the
we're
bubbles
coming
went
out
into the
into
pit lane.
traffic. We should come out into position 20, close between 6th place and...
This is looking good for championship points if he can keep it up.
It is not looking good for championship points, Murray. We're well outside the top 10. And guess who didn't practice his pit stops at all? Me. I think I missed that by miles. Well, it wasn't bad, actually. Cost you time when you don't land on your pit box perfectly. Okay, so it's just tyre change, no fuel, turn the repairs off because it's only going to damage the front and rear bumper, I think. It's a pretty mild tap. See how far down we come out. It's currently showing P18, P19. Could be plenty of people though still yet to pit, so I'd expect to end up around P16 again.
Come on, go, go.
Whether I sped just then going over the pit line, in which case it's game over. Find out in a sec.
There's traffic approaching, watch your mirrors.
That's the blues. He'll have to pull over now.
Nope, we're alright. He can caught traffic well. P20 at the moment though. A lot of people who haven't pitted around us, so hopefully that will settle itself out very soon. Coutillard's just...
Wilson, he's entering the pits. He's in P25. He should come out close in front of you.
So Coutillard's just a little bit in front of us. 4 seconds. I think that's him just in front of the Reuten. So I think Coutillard's pretty quick.
The gap ahead
So
is now 3.6 seconds.
well, we'll see if we can catch him.
Has the lead.
Blomqvist is pitting.
That was an interesting approach to the pit lane entry. There's some drivers who've been speeding.
19.
At least one I saw then. Wilson's a lap down. Made so glue in front of me. Wilson, I don't know what Wilson's doing. Hopefully nothing foolish.
Incident in turn 16. The leader is pitting now. Alright Stevie, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. B16.
So I think we're returning to our normal place. Ertie's got a stop go, but Ertie's, I think, is very quick. TR's 5 seconds.
Place. The lead car's pitting.
So we're actually showing P14 now. "21 minutes to go."
Fastest lap for Blomqvist, 1:44.55. The gap in front is now 5.4 seconds.
Well, we've managed to work our way up to P14 at the moment, which isn't too bad, I don't think.
P14.
46.8 there. Wow. So we're shifting a bit at the moment. So what are you doing? Just looked up in the mirrors then. I'm going in the corner. Wilson's right on my backside. in
Okay,
28th
Stevie,
place.
don't think about the lap times. Just hit each and every apex. 20 minutes remaining. You've got 20 minutes left.
There's only 0.3 of a second, I think, between me and Coulthard.
You're reeling this car in. The gap's now 4.7 seconds.
I've got a lot faster than Coulthard at the moment. Well, a few points of a second.
There's an incident in turn 3.
Well, maybe Soglo had a bit of an off there. Oh, Coulthard's responding, I think. He did a 46.9, I did a 47.1. 0.2 of a second. It's really tight between the pair of us.
15 minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go. The gap ahead is now 4.7 seconds. V14.
Bit of speed here, come on. She has pulled away a little bit on this one, I think. 47.4 I'm looking at the moment. A little bit slow.
Car exiting the pits.
47.0, so wow, it's tight.
Watch out.
Oh, it's IO, that's for position. Oh, spooning up straight away.
Left side, clear left.
Don't think I'll be able to keep IO behind me. He's hung out a long time before his pit stop. He was involved with me and Cotillard. So he's no way, well, I don't think he's sort of got ahead and then had some sort of penalties had to serve. I've suddenly driving has gone to shit. We've got 12 minutes to go. Expecting to possibly have a go at the inside coming up to the next corner. Overcooking that these days. The tyres are not happy. Not a bad plan by IO. I think he's just through actually. My tyres are not in the greatest of condition now and he's really able to just sail through, I think.
Clear on the right. Car on the right.
On your right,
Clear on the right.
clear right.
Don't know, my reputation precedes me that there's no way I'd ever shut the door on somebody there. Well, it would have been a bonus place anyway, so not too worried. I did think especially after I slid into T1. Let's keep IO in contact now actually. 10 minutes.
10 minutes remaining, 10 minutes.
I'm losing a bit of time in the chicane. Which is the worst place to lose it because you're just going on and start, finish straight.
P14.
Wilson's in the pits now. I still don't like the way he's darting around behind me when he's way out the race. Lap down. And I'm in P14 trying to catch P13 and was managing it actually for a short time. I was closing in. I think my tyres have given up now. It's 8 seconds now to Gutiérrez. I was getting closer. Interesting to see what maybe happened up front. Just remember hearing Harris had it off and then somebody else was leading the race. That Wilson may have pulled out the race. He's still in the pits.
Minutes of fuel remaining.
Not seen any sign of nins either this race. Come on, it's a long 7 minutes this is. Belikin is closing in now. My lap times are starting to fade away. Belikin's closing in really quickly. Let's get shifting, I'm going to have trouble. Oh, 6 minutes. Belikin did a 46.4. That's rapid. My PB for the whole race is a 46.5. That was when my tyres were good.
The gap in front is now 4.9. 5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
He's in the OP Bentley as well. So I could say he's got an advantage, Bellican. I'm worried you haven't got fuel for 3
Sector 3
laps.
is 1.2.
Compared with his previous times, I can see that he's actually slower.
Could be
there.
touch and go for fuel here, I think. That'd be a disaster on first race. I'd lose loads of places.
The gap behind is now 5.4 seconds. There's an incident in turn 14.
I can see first place just appeared. Blomqvist is 21 seconds behind. So I can't let Blomqvist catch or I'll lose 2 places. It would allow me to finish the race a bit earlier. I'm really on the bubble here on fuel. I'm not sure I'm going to make it. This is not good.
You've just done a 147.56. Okay, Stevie, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining. That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes. That lap time was 147.60. We're running on fumes, mate.
We've got it. We're in big trouble. But we've got to do 2 laps and we've got fuel for 1.
Leaders on final lap now.
Well, I'm going to lose 2 places, I think. I'm going to finish 17th.
14th.
16th, I'll finish 16th. Oh, I might be able to get 15th place because Blomqvist has gone past 30.
On your left, clear left.
It's been surrendering a place. Oh, Belokin was the one who was a little bit nervous on the brakes at the start. Nens has had a night to forget. I can see he's got a drive through. He's in 26th place. 12 seconds I've got to wait. I did lose the space to Ertie because I wasn't able to pick up the pace fast enough.
16. And there's the finish. Good result, mate. Well done.
So I lost 2 places in the end because of bad fuel management. Oh, for the sake of 3 litres. That's not good. Ah dear. Well, could have been worse. Could have been worse. It's a bit of a shame. Tempted, resisted writing in bloody chat then. Oh, what a shame. So Blomqvist wins. Poharski and McCarthy, who won Tier 7 last season, is in 3rd. Can't see Harris at all. So, did he give up? Did he pack? Looks like he did. Can't see him there. Nens at least finished in 26. Trippiano ended up 21st. 2 places lost because of fuel. So a number of drivers who didn't get to the end of the race, which is not good. Duce. I think that's what we're going to have to stick with is Duce. Just think you're watching The Godfather. Must have had a difficult time in 22nd. I think there was some big smashes at the start. So Coutillard finished in 12th, who was trying to catch Ayer 13th. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame to start the race season having to drop a couple of places, but there you go. So next up is round 5 of GT4 at Misano on Friday. That will start at 8 o'clock with 10 minutes qualifying, and then a 90-minute race, team race, so we'll be swapping drivers, but that's on Friday. And then next Tuesday for GT3, round 2 is at Zolder. So hopefully you will join us for either one of those, or maybe even both, and we shall see you there. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the race. See you next one.